Hey sis, how you all doing? Happy new week to you. Happy new month. It is 1st of February. Yep. Like 2022 is going. I hope you are all winning. I hope you are all winning. You know, it's our winning year. It's a year for no darling, says. Alright, so let's get into today's video. Let's do some shit first. Yeah. Man, the Hamatan here is crazy. I don't know if you are experiencing Hamatan in your city, your country, your state. Like here in the city of Accra, there is mad Hamatan out there. Like your lips are all dried. Sis. Alright, so let's get into today's video. So in today's video, I'll be telling you all how not to feel like a man used you. Okay, because this is something that lots of ladies are actually going through now, thinking like, whoo, he used me, he dumped me, and it is something that is killing our self-confidence as a woman when we actually think men used us and dumped us. Some people say he fooled me, some people say he plays or he joked with me or something. Like, sis, I'm sorry. I was doing something yesterday, I had to remove all. See, listen, this is not the time where you think that a guy actually used and dumped you because it's your fault. Like, no. And some of our friends that we keep actually make it worse. They always make it worse by telling you, oh, it's your fault, he dropped you, it's your fault, you weren't good enough, you weren't cute enough, you weren't sexy enough, you were too fat, you were too ugly, blah blah blah. They all say all sort of nonsense to you. Sis, if you have any friend that will always want you to please a man, that will always tell you, man, this man left you because of this, because of that, sis, you don't need those friends. Like, hey, you don't need those friends. You don't need it. You don't need any friend that will remind you that it's your fault why a man actually left you. I see so many videos of people crying online because a man broke your heart or something, or broke up with you. Like, sis, does it really worth it? Does that really worth it? Why would you even think that it's your fault that the man left you? Have you ever thought, like, is this man actually worth me? Is this man my kind of person? Is he my type? And some of you, even in relationships that you didn't gain anything from, like you didn't benefit nothing from, still, when the man leaves you, you still blame yourself. Sister, no time to blame yourself. Stop blaming yourself. It is not your fault. We've all messed up in some time in our lives. Myself talking to you, I've messed up. I've somehow fucked up, like actually dating a man, and after leaving me, I actually thinking it was my fault or something. But it was, as times goes on, I realized that, wow, this guy never wants me in the first place. Sis, don't ever think a man used you. Don't ever think that. Some people, it kills their self-confidence. They start thinking they are too ugly. They start thinking they are too this and that. They start thinking that it's their fault. No, sis, it is normal for a man to break up with you. Or some of them will be like, oh, I had sex on a first date, that's why he left me. Yes, sex on a first date is really not advisable. Like, I don't advise my ladies to actually have sex on a first date, because it brings what we call see finish. This man will talk to you anyhow. Some of these men, when they were approaching you, they were all sweet and all of that. They'll call you in the morning, call you in the afternoon, call you in the evening, and all of that. But sis, the moment they have sex with you, they are gone. It's not because your cookie weren't sweet. It's not because your cookie weren't smelling good. It's not because you were loose or something. It is just part of their life. Like, you see, the way we have different women is the same way we have different men. It is just part of their life. Their own part of their own side of their life is that they will just have sex with you and go. That kind of men, hard ladies are the ones who deal with those kind of men. Like, if you are a very free lady, or very like you're so soft, like you don't need those people. Those people don't deserve you. It's hard ladies that are good for those kind of guys who comes on your way, like who comes into your life, have sex with you and go. So that is why I advise my ladies that don't always have sex on first dates. Make sure you take a lot of money from a man before you have sex with him, so that if he breaks up or he leaves you along the line, you won't feel loosed. You won't feel like, oh, he used you and dumped you. You won't feel used. You can just use all that money you've taken away from him to replace everything. Like, you just do check and balance and use the money to settle yourself. So ladies, please normalize taking money from men before having sex with them. And if you've already fucked up in the past, it is normal. Like, it is normal. Let me give you a little story about my own self. What happened to me? Sometime around 2017, I met this guy because I love tall guys. Like, I love tall and huge guy. I don't like skinny guys. So I met this guy. I met him through a friend. A friend, Dinero, actually introduced this guy to me. I was like, his name is Patrick. Like, I don't care if you see this video. Like, I don't care. So his name is Patrick. So my friend Dinero hooked me up with Patrick. Okay, so he hooked me up with Patrick, and I loved him. Like, I saw him the very first day and I liked him, which it is normal. Okay, it is normal for you to actually see a man and immediately fall in love with a man. It is normal. But what is not normal is for you to actually not know yourself along the line. So I felt for this guy. I liked him. He was all sweet and all of that, and boom, we had sex. The moment we had sex, man, himself, he started coming down, and myself, the love I had for him increased. That is one thing about women. When they have sex with a guy, some of them, the love they have for the guy automatically increase. But guys, like majority of guys that I know, the moment they have sex with you, says that's all. The love they have for you, the feelings they have for you, everything starts dying immediately. Like, it is common in guys. So I liked this guy. You know one crazy thing that I actually did? And one day he called me. He said I should prepare food for him, that he's actually coming to my house. Since I went to the market, okay, he gave me 300 Ghana cedis or 400 Ghana cedis, something like that, that I should prepare food for him, that he's coming to my house. Since I went to the market, I went and bought a very fine plate. When I say plate, a very neat glass plate that I haven't used for my own self. I went and bought it for him, man. I prepared nice egusi soup for him. He came, I set the dining. But one thing I noticed, all through when he was in my place, he was on call with a lady whom he claims is his lawyer. Okay, he claims the lady is actually his lawyer. He was on call with this lady all through the time he was in my house. I was like, hey bro, eat. I prepared food for you. And he ate little from the food, and he was like, hey, it's okay that he's leaving. I said, okay, you can go. So he left, and he was giving me little attitude, which I didn't even notice because I was crazily in love with him. Like, I can call this guy the whole day, he won't pick my call, but when you come online, he's online. Like, it is normal. I know it has happened to even some of you girls here. Then you come online, you see him online, or when you check his last scene, it's like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Like, you see that you've sent him so many messages. It's either he didn't read it at all, or he will read it but he will not reply you. And these things was happening. Like, I couldn't take it anymore. Just one evening like that, like, I was just crying. I was like, what's up? You know, when you like someone, I was like, hey, I think I've messed up. Then I called my girlfriend, Happiness. She's in Nigeria. I called her from Nigeria. I called her from Ghana. She's in Nigeria. I was like, Happiness, this is what is happening to me. She was like, hey, you're falling in love and all of that. It was like, babe, the mistake you made or you did was to actually allow him have sex with you. Some guys are like that. She was like, I thought you've leveled up. I thought you know what's up. I was like, yeah, I knew I'd leveled up. I know I'm leveled up, but since it is normal to fall once in a while, like, you know. So, and she was like, it's time to get hold of yourself. Do you know what I did? I just packed my things. I bought the next available flight, and I went to Lagos. I went to Nigeria. Do you know, because of a man, I actually bought an emergency flight. You know how much emergency flight cost? I bought a ticket. Like, I got a ticket, next available flight to Nigeria. I went to Nigeria. I was in Nigeria. I was able to get over this guy for like my first 3 days in Nigeria. Then the 4th day, I was already over him. I was preparing to come back. And the next minute, boom, he sent me a message on WhatsApp. And I was like, ah. My friend Happiness was like, no, don't reply him. You know when you are in love or something? And I remember that I'm leveled up. I was like, no, I'm not going to reply this guy. Then I stopped replying him. He keeps texting me, but I don't reply him. Do you know what I did? I leveled up the more. He watched my status. Because me, I don't post on my status, but at that time I started posting. I would go to the mall, I'll go to places, I would take pictures, I would take videos, I'll post it on my status. He will watch it. Anytime he watch it, he will write me, "Hey babe, I miss you, don't ask after me again." Then I start seeing that, man, he is falling now for me. And I decided to pay him back. So that is the best feeling ever. Like, it was the best feeling. I was so proud of myself. I was so happy about my achievement. Like, I've literally made this guy start falling for me whilst I'm no longer interested in that relationship. So that is the best payback. When a man actually think, or when a man actually thought he has used you, sis, you know what? Just calm down, level up, start posting pictures on your status, especially if he views your status. Don't block him, don't unfriend him, don't insult him. Just keep quiet, keep posting pictures, do makeups, go out, do things, post, even if it's your else. Do you know that there are some pictures you post on your status? You see this guy, is this your ex? They will start begging you. They will start telling you, "Hey, what's up? I missed you." I mean, it happened to one of my girls. It happens to her. After the ex have dealt with her and all of that, she was always crying for this guy, begging this guy, but immediately she leveled up. She was in my first batch. When she leveled up, come and see how the guy is begging him. That is the best feeling ever. When a guy who actually thought he used you starts begging you, sis, that is the best revenge ever. So please do not think a guy used you. Instead, look for a way to pay him back, like fight back. And that way is not to use product on him or something. That way is for you to level up. Start doing things. Start doing your makeups, getting your hair done, going to parties, going to different places. Those things that you don't normally do when you were with him, start doing it. These clothes that you don't wear when you were dating him, start dating him. That is the best way to call them back. But you know what? We're not allowing them back into our life. We are not allowing them back into our lives. We're just going to play with them. And you know that sense of fulfillment, it will be like you will just be happy. You're like, I've paid him back. Like, they thought they actually broke your heart and go, but this time around you're just going to bring them back into your life, and then boom, you break their heart and you block them. That is the best feeling ever. So that is what I am here to tell you today. I'm here to tell you that, sis, never you feel used by any man. Whether it happened, maybe whether it's a first sex on first days, whether you gave him your money, whether you gave him your car, whether, you know, so many things actually cause that thing that make you feel like, oh, the guy used me. Because some guys are like that. Sometimes they'll just ghost you. You'll be asking yourself, what have I done? But there's one thing that I want to tell you, ladies. Never you think it's your fault. Never you think because you are not good enough, that's why the guy broke up with you. Instead, take it the other way around. Say, this guy is not worth me. Like, he's not my type of person. He's not my class. He doesn't, like, sis. That was what I did to this motherfucking Patrick. You got, so I made him know that, bro, you're not my class. Like, bro, I messed up the whole time that I let you into my life. It was already fucked up in my own side, bro. Alright, so that is, I'm actually here with my friend. I came to pick my friend. She said she's going to eat, so I came to pick her up, but she's still eating. So I say, whilst I wait for her, let me just talk to my ladies. All right, so that will be all for today. Please do not ever feel that a guy used and dumped you. Never. See it this way, he's not worth you and you left him. Level up. Leveling up is the best revenge ever to your ex and those your motherfucking fake friends, says. Alright, catch you. And if you like what is going on in this channel, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give me those thumbs up, leave your comment below, share my videos, and of course, turn on your notifications, so when I upload a new video, you'll get to see it. And some guys said I should actually teach them how they can get sugar mommies. I'm still thinking, should I actually teach you guys how to get sugar mommies? Like, hey, we the ladies are here for the men. We are here to get a man money, and we don't need no men to come take our money, bro. Take care. Bye bye.